I've been thinking, because I've been watching a lot of these, a lot of YouTube videos and stuff about rages on the road, and I want to kind of make a video about this, about what you can do as a motorcyclist, as a rider, to, if not remove that as a threat, at least reduce the severity or the occurrences. And it really, there's a bunch of factors which you need to consider, right? There's two people involved. If for example somebody cuts me off right now, I'm going to feel a little bit upset about that. So there's two people there. There's myself, and then there's the driver of the other vehicle, right? And you don't know what's going on in their head. You don't know what they did. I'm moving along here a bit below the speed limit, splitting legally through California traffic, and it's fine. This is all expected, and the onus is on the cars to make sure that if they're going to change lanes, that they do so predictably, that they indicate, they use their turn signal and do a head check before they cut across, because they know that there are bikes coming down the middle here. Not all of us are going below the speed limit. Some of us are going way quicker, which isn't smart, but there's not much you can do about that. So, you do have to look after the idiots sometimes. That is part of the deal of living in a society. But I'm going to turn the music off. Oh, a bit distracting. I can talk and I can ride, or I can listen to music and I can ride, but I can't do all three apparently. And anyway, so give me a sec. So the thing to think about, really, I think the most important thing to do is just to keep you cool at all times. When things go wrong, don't get excited. Don't let your adrenaline take over and control your actions, because that's not you. The normal you is the one without the adrenaline pumping through his veins. Now, obviously, adrenaline is quite useful in some circumstances. You're on the racetrack and you're putting in some good lap times, and I'm sure the adrenaline is pumping, and that's cool. That's fine. That's not you being angry. That's just you being really focused and excited, and that's great, But when you combine the adrenaline with anger, it turns into a very nasty thing. And you see, a couple of days ago there was a report of a motorcyclist who'd been wronged in traffic. He slapped the car. The car then decided, fuck you, and basically knocked him off the bike at with a decent whack. So it wasn't the rider's fault up until the point where he lost his cool and he smacked the car, and now they've both been arrested. He's been charged with harassment, and the guy in the car has been charged with some other form of I think it's assault or something like that. So people are going to do things that you don't like on the road, and God knows I've lost my fucking cool from time to time. There's another YouTube account, go look it up, Chromarium, that's me, when I was living in Sydney, back before my divorce. And I posted a couple of videos, one of which was with a woman who kind of cut me off on a roundabout, and I thought I needed to educate her. So not only do you need to keep your cool, but also get it out of your head. Please, just get it out of your head that you're going to educate anybody, because these people people, when they do something wrong, they don't know that they've done something wrong. They think they've been perfectly right in what they've done, and they will not take kindly, I guess is the word, to you trying to correct their behaviour. Because, you know, you're all adults, and do you like it when somebody tries to correct your behaviour at this age? So that sometimes results in hurt feelings, which turns into, ooh, hey, okay, he wants to get over there. Hurts feelings, and, you know, people get a little bit angry, and then the adrenaline kicks in, and it gets really ugly really fast. So really my advice, even if it's not your fault, which it won't be a lot of the time, it's not going to be your fault, a lot of the time it's not going to be your fault, but you have to swallow it. You just have to you're on a motorcycle, they're in a car, they can do a lot more harm to you than you could do to them. And if you think you're some kind of hero, the Russian, you know, martial arts expert, that you can hop off your bike and start suplexing a dude by the side of the road and beating him to 7 fucking kingdoms, then, well, good on you, mate. You know, if you think you can do that, go for your life. Honestly, I don't think it's worth the risk. I don't think it's worth the risk. They could be carrying a gun in this country. Hell, they could be carrying a gun in Australia. Just because guns are illegal in Australia, generally, for most people, doesn't mean that people don't have them. When I was living in Sydney, there were loads of people getting shot every couple of months. I mean, it wasn't like Oakland. Oakland's a war zone here. But in Sydney there was the bikie gangs shooting each other up, shooting up the fronts of houses, even if they didn't know whether or not that was the right house to shoot up, they were shooting it up. And the other thing was, you know, just random road rage incidents turning into, you know, gunfire. And that shit happens here, but it just happens more often because more people have got guns. So, you know, we're already pretty vulnerable on a motorcycle. They can just ram you off the road with their car and, you know, claim a deer hit it or something. But when you add into the mix guns, it really does kind of make things a little bit quite a bit more dangerous. So just my advice to people, just chill out, you know, be a little bit zen, do some meditation before you go riding. If riding is your meditation, ride before you ride. You know, just have a little bit of a blast in the mountains, get a little bit of the aggression out of your system, and then go to work. I've done that. I don't know many people in cars who go for a little blast around the hills just before they go to work, but guys on motorcycles do, all the time. And because it's fun. And you want to keep riding your bike, right? I mean, ultimately you love riding the thing or you wouldn't be on the bloody thing. If you don't like riding a motorcycle, for the love of God, get off it, stop riding, sell it. I really didn't think he was going to keep coming over there. This is why you cover the brakes. And he's too busy chatting with his passenger. So there you go. I mean, look, I could have got upset about that, and I know people would. Maybe I would have in the past, but it's really not worth it. You know, that dude, it's just coming to work. Doesn't need an altercation. Neither do you. Get your blood up. But what are you going to do with that? It just escalates from there, doesn't it? There was advice on one of these videos. It was a news report, and the advice of the news of they had some psychologist interviewed, and she said quite rightly, people need to take a breath. Just take a breath. Things won't wrong, a bit shit, somebody nearly killed you, take a breath. Take a breath. You're still alive. Things are okay. You haven't, they didn't hurt you. I mean, maybe they touched you. Take a breath. You're still alive. That's the important thing to remember. Don't let it get to you. Take a breath. Relax. Chill out. All of those things. All of the above. Alright guys, well, that's what I wanted to talk about.